afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to Top Bet Plays. I'm your co-host, Lucky Larry, along with my co-host,
Sportsbook B, the best that ever did it and got away with it.
And Vegas Ace.
Vegas Ace.
Ace of Spade.
So what's cracking, fellas? How's everything going? Everybody good this morning? Everybody good?
We're going.
Yep.
A lot of information on this NFL this week, man.
So let's start off with the NFL, man, because there's some stats that make me want to,
Make a bet right now.
Well, here's the thing. So I know you gave me a stat about.
It was three. The tickets right now.
No. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the stat. Excuse me. You gave me a stat yesterday where it said that Lamar Jackson was 1-9 when he was over 7-point favorites. Now, this is the interesting thing. This is where people get you fucked up and get you confused. So when you hear that stat, you think, I go back to Lamar Jackson is 19-1, or 20-1 now, when he plays an NFC West team. Right? So when he when we heard that stat, he came out and beat the shit out of the 49ers. Right? So it's like, do we continue to go with those stats? Because if you look at the numbers, everybody and their mother is betting Houston this weekend.
Yes.
And that's scary. But the problem is, the old saying, a broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Correct.
So what do you guys think about this guy?
There's too much money on Texas, and listen, it's the same old. When the books have such a lay on one team, the books always win, right?
And I think that they played week 1. I don't know if y'all remember, but week 1, the Texans played the Ravens, and the Ravens beat them 25-9. Now, the Texans are 0-4 in the divisional round in the playoffs, including a loss to Baltimore in January of 2012. The Oilers play in the AFC Championship game, but their last appearance was 44 years ago.
Okay, Larry,
what they're saying is,
we can figure this out right now.
What is the line open?
What did the line open at for the Ravens?
So let me look and see.
And note to the audience, we got a first-year head coach and a rookie quarterback going into Baltimore to face Lamar Jackson, Harbaugh.
It opened at 9.5.
And what's it now?
9.5 is what I have.
It's a 7-1 ticket count on Texas, and the line doesn't move. What does that tell you?
You have to.
All the money's coming in on Texas. Caesars just put a big bet alert. Guy put $50,000 money line on Texas, and the line hasn't moved. What is that? Shouldn't be, because you know what it is? The books, if they lower the line, which they should, based on the money flow, the sharps will come in, and they're afraid they might take some big bets on the Ravens, right? That tells you right there of the line. When the money's coming in, the line's not moving. Does that not give you the answer of the game?
I mean, it definitely tells you something.
Okay, this one, the Packer game. They said it's 3-1 on the tickets and 9-1 on the money line. Packers to win outright.
Okay, say that one more time so everybody can understand.
On the spread,
yeah,
it's a 3-1 ticket count. Means for every 3 bets on the Packers, they get 1 against. And on the money line, every 9 bettors that bet the money line on Packers, they take the other side on the money line. So a tremendous amount of money on the Packers.
So you say, so on the money line, you're saying
9-1, they're taking the money line.
So 9 people go bet the out of 10 people.
Yes.
9 of them have bet the Packers the money line.
Money line, yep. And what's that line move?
That number's 10 and went down to 9.5.
Okay, not that much. Sportsbooks, and I quote, Packers money line would be a big blow to us.
Let me see.
Packers money line would be crazy.
So why is that line not moving?
See, I don't see that. It opened at, I can
they're
see
saying
it opened
that
at 492 down to 440 on this.
They're saying that all these people
go down the money line. So
they said everybody betting on the Packers.
Yes.
Well, maybe can they lie? I mean,
no, it's on here. I got some on here that it opened at 492.
So that shows you right there.
So now it's down to 440.
So that's legit what they're saying.
Okay, so why don't move down to 8.5, 8? Maybe it's too soon.
They're because then if you want the other side, they don't want to take no $100,000 bets the other way.
Right.
Is the public betting now? Or the sharps betting now? Who knows?
Because like you say, they're
right
both.
now, like you said, all the money's going on the Packers and the Texans right now, up to today. I don't know who's betting it. I don't know if it's big bets, the average $50 bet, the $20 bet.
Well, this also a theory. Also, a lot of people just bet dogs. They're like, it's the playoffs, 9.5. Give me that 9.5. Like it's like a no-brainer, almost like a Super Bowl.
I think people are betting the fucking Texas because they went in there.
Yeah.
And they beat the other. Then they're betting the fucking Packers because they went in Dallas, who fucking was undefeated at home and kicked their ass.
The quote of the day is betting Texans at plus 9.5. It's like free money. End of quote. That's the quote of the day. So listen, man, are they right?
But the Ravens have already beat this team 25,
Correct.
7 or 25-9 the first week.
They can win by 8, 9, 7.
It's gonna be hard to beat a team twice, but at the end of the day, I love when those quotes happen too, though. When the quote you just said about
like their money, like
money in the bank.
In the bank. Oh, don't say that on nothing. You know that's a curse.
The only one who I see that the guys who know the sport, we've been following them all week. He said that the 49er game is going to come right down to the last play. He didn't give a pick. He just said it's going to come down to the last play.
My thing is, I would fuck with the Packers, but I got to know if they can stop McCaffrey. Because if they can stop McCaffrey, all them little short dumps over there, they can stop that. They got a cornerback. Did you see him against the Cowboys? Oh, man, they got some DBs out there. So I'm saying the Packers do got a good shot, though, in this game. And their running back, Aaron Jones, is playing good. They're productive, too. Their quarterback is lasering them. The shit, they got a good shot. Do you think Love is better than Purdy?
Right now, I do.
Yes.
That's big.
No, and especially Love, he can scramble, too.
Well, no, here's the thing. Listen, I think overall, I think more than anything,
we've seen Purdy under pressure do shit.
Listen, what I'm saying is, and I get that was one game, and Baltimore applies a lot of pressure.
Yeah, they do.
At the end of the day, what I will say is that I'll say this. I'm not going to say the Dallas Cowboys have a better secondary than the 49ers. That's what I won't say. And what I meant to say to you, was this. I feel like he's playing with a lot of confidence. Love is.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So that's right now I think he's playing with more confidence than Brock Purdy. Yeah, for sure. He's got the big C going no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I don't think he's better than Purdy. I just think he's playing with a lot more confidence than Purdy. And
so overall, you don't think he's better?
I think he's better.
I think the 49 Purdy has better people around him.
Yeah.
He's got better receivers.
I think if you
he's got a better running back, he's got a better O-line.
Let's put it this way. If you put Brock Purdy on the what's name and then you put Jordan Love on there, then 49ers might be undefeated.
You put Jordan Love on Dallas. You put him on a lot of teams. He'd be good.
Yeah.
He'd be better than what he is now.
I like Love's game.
No, he wouldn't be better. His stats would be better.
Right. I know what you're saying.
So
I like the Pack. I like the Pack. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna cover. I'm not giving a pick away, but
Listen, every day,
I like the team, the way they're moving.
Larry made a quote. Every day we went to the books on the first game. He's like, "Man, the Dogs win the first game." Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dogs
for the divisional round. Was that what you were saying?
That was for the first round. Now the second round is a little different because the 1 o'clock game is the Ravens. That's a 1 o'clock game, 1:30 game. The 5 o'clock game, the primetime game is what's the name? So tough game, man. Super tough game. What we're gonna do is all right. Let's think about this. So then Sunday there's 2 games. So basically this is the what? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is basically the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, final 8.
I mean, yeah, the Final 8, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'll tell you what about this bet? You know, just for, I think this is going to happen a lot. Now, it did hurt everybody last week because the book said they cleaned up because Dallas was on every parlay, every teaser, and it fucked up. Every parlay, they said every teaser had Dallas on it. So
I believe them.
Why don't you take the Texans plus 16 and you take Green Bay at plus 16 on a teaser? That's minus 110. And you got 16 each side?
That final score in Baltimore could be fucking 35 to fucking to 6.
That's the one that scared me. That's the one that scares me.
If I'm going to bet a teaser, I'm going to take both dogs.
If I'm gonna do a teaser,
you take both dogs?
No.
Both dogs on a teaser.
Hell no, Dino.
You take
tease
Baltimore
no. You tease the Ravens down and you tease the Packers up.
Yeah, well, listen,
That's your teaser.
There's a lot of games where no matter who you bet on the teaser, you won. No matter who you won, as long as the dog doesn't win. See, on a teaser, the dog can lose and you can still win.
Yeah.
On a teaser on the Ravens, they have to win for you to win. So that's the difference on that game.
Look, let's talk this through. Let's think about this.
That's for the $5 better who just wants to win.
He said for the $5.
It's the guy who wants to watch the game, who doesn't want, he put $10. Other than that,
he said you put
if you're going to bet anything, do never bet a teaser.
Listen.
Don't bet a teaser. I'm telling you.
You act like the 49ers can't beat this Packer team 38 to fucking 10. It could happen.
It could go crazy too.
Because we acting like the Packers are just this fucking team that can just score. And listen, it ain't going to happen in San Francisco against the 49ers. It's just not going to happen, bro. Listen, and I'm going to tell you guys another main reason why. And I'm not saying Green Bay don't have no history. But it ain't nothing like 49er history in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. This is one of the best franchises in the league. Winning percentages.
Oh, going back to Joe Montana.
They get to the playoffs. They have a fucking winning, fucking attitude. And there's a reason why they are the motherfucking favorites to win this whole thing, even after they got their ass kicked by the fucking Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
So let's really think about this, man, because this could be one of these games is going to be a blowout, in my opinion.
And we're going to take this in consideration into the Texans game, too. It's going to be 28 degrees in Baltimore.
Yeah.
On game day. So are the Texans used to playing what?
Indoor.
Yeah. So that 28 degrees is probably going to affect them, and the Ravens love that shit.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right It's lonely. It's real lonely. And it could get real lonely at the top. That's why I bring my friends along. You know, there's an old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Top Bet Plays.
Top Bet Plays, your #1 sports betting source on YouTube and around the world. We're back with our NFL show for the week. We got the divisional round games, and we just been basically popping our shit, talking about the Texans, Ravens, the Packers, Niners, Bucks, Lions, Chiefs, Bills, and so on and so forth. And so we're just keying in on this Packers-Niners game right now. We're like, the Niners are a good team, but if you can get to that quarterback and get him off of his mark, he tends to not throw great passes and tend to hurry passes, and that doesn't fare well for the team. And then at the same time, we said Jordan Love has been straight out balling for Green Bay, and he been doing this thing. The defense looked great last week in a win, and right now we're trying to see what's going on, what's going to happen in Santa Clara, California tomorrow for this playoff game.
Yep.
With the Niners laying 9.5 points and an over of 50. So if they're laying 9.5 and it's over a 50, obviously they figure it's going to be scoring in this game. But who from? Can we get the 50 from the Niners? Are they going to win 35-20? You know, are the Packers going to stay close in the game, lose by a field goal? Will it be
Well, that Packer-Dallas game, when they got out ahead, they were good. If they get behind, it's a whole different ball. You play different from behind and ahead.
But they kept that pressure on Dallas's ass.
Well,
though.
they were smart too.
Pause.
When they won the coin toss, and they decided to take the ball
right,
just so they would get the first touchdown and not have to catch up. So
right.
that was a good coaching.
That
call.
was good. That was good coaching.
Yeah, but you guys gotta understand, the Cowboys. And it's no disrespect, to all the people say, oh, we love the Cowboys, we don't love the Cowboys. Listen. They're not the same defense, man.
No.
Not even close.
I think their whole team is missing.
Listen. The Green Bay Packers are mid at best. They're mid, man. They're not a great team. No, listen, I don't care what you guys say. One of these teams, the Texans, mid, barely got in.
Yeah.
The Packers barely got in.
That's why it's 9.5. Each game is 9.5.
You're playing the cream of the crop. Now, I do believe that one of these guys is going to cover. If I had to say who's going to cover, listen, I think the kid has had a phenomenal year in Houston, but his gig is up, Playboy. It's over.
His gig is up.
It's over. and listen, now what I would say is I can see, because here's what's going to have to happen for Baltimore. They've lost the last couple of years early, right? Mm-hmm. He hasn't been able to make it out the first round. Whatever the first game, he hasn't been able to win that game. Man, listen, that motherfucker's, he got an extension. He's ready to go. Lamar Jackson is ready to go, man. All I can tell you is I would sense, if I had to guess, the way that number's going and the way you say everybody's on that side.
And it ain't moving.
They got nothing but gas cans lined up around that stadium. Because they are going to pour gas on that team. That's just my take, and especially when you got jackasses getting on there talking about free money, man, that tells you everything.
I don't even want to hear no shit like that with my team. Like, oh,
we gotta go tomorrow and go to this book and just sit there and just count how many times people are like, who you think? Texas, man.
Money line.
Texas. Oh, you crazy, man. Oh, yeah. And then as soon as they get like a touchdown, I'm like, yeah. And then by the end of the game, when me and Larry watching the other game, when the one team was scored, it was like, yay! And by the end of the game, they all were fucking quiet, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were all, Kansas City game, they were all fucking quiet.
They're going to be down 10 or 13, and it's going to be 3rd and 6, and Lamar Jackson going to drop back, and ain't nothing going to be there, and he going to scamper out the pocket for a 20, 30-yard gain. They're going to be like, man, ain't nobody tackle you.
9.5 is a lot, but listen, like you said, you're going to win by 10, but why is that number not moving? And that tells you right there, man, the books... Listen, the books ain't going to lose both games in that day.
Because just think about
They're not going to go 0-2.
The Texans looked great last week. So how could you give a team that looks so great 9.5? That doesn't add up. He didn't even get sacked last week.
Vegas, they know.
He got hit one time. This is an NFL playoff game. A rookie quarterback. So that lets you know right there they can overinflate the line or do whatever they want to.
What's
man.
the other game? Let's talk about another game. What else we got?
The Packers,
We
Niners.
talked about that one. What's the other one?
We got the Bucks and the Lions.
That's an interesting game, man.
It is.
That's it.
It is.
So what's so interesting about that game to you?
Because it's
To
not
me,
getting
the
much.
six-
It's not getting a lot of attention as the other game.
To me, the 6.5 was interesting.
Listen, the Lions didn't look that good last week. They looked okay.
No, yeah, exactly.
They really looked okay. And Tampa Bay looked okay. So that's an okay game.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Just got in
Okay, now
Tampa
is, your
Bay.
opinion, is Tampa or Detroit going in this year? No. So those two guys aren't even going to be there, my opinion.
Yeah, they'll get hammered on the next round by winner of Packers Niners.
The
but
Bills Kansas game, like I said, they said that game's going to come down. That's another game right down to the wire. It's going to come.
20-degree weather that back in Buffalo, Orchard Park, New York.
That's going to be
20
a close
degrees.
game. I think that's going to be a close game.
That's going to be the best game.
That's going to be the
Packers.
That's
Niners.
going to be the closest game right there of the week, right there. Is the Bills Chiefs?
Oh yeah, definitely in that degree, and they both
Yep.
playing cold weather well. Oh, it's going to
That's
be. It's
going to
going
be
to be a good game.
last possession wins that game.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one, and they got the spread about right in this game.
Correct. Well, here's the Bills. Every game they always go. They don't keep their foot on the gas, man. They get a lead
don't.
and they just play different the second half. They're like the Eagles. They're not a second half team. So
And when
you
the-
can't do that against Kansas City.
And when the Bills get them 3 and shit like that, it's like they never cover. They never win. Like the janky 3. Here we go again. It's the playoffs. You're -3. They're just giving you that 3 because you got home field advantage. So really, they don't think you're better than the other team. You know, so I don't like the -3, especially at home. I'm not a fan of it. Josh Allen wiggle out the pocket this week against the Chiefs. He wants to. They're gonna knock his block off.
So we're talking about the Lions -7, down to 7.5.
Opened at 5.5, right?
I see open at 7. I don't know where.
Down to
How
what?
much down?
A lot of sharp money's coming on Tampa Bay. Detroit is getting 64% of the money and 54% of the bets. There's a PR system on Tampa Bay. So my system says Tampa Bay bet against the public pro, 64% win and 20 return. So, I mean, they're telling you again, the 7 is that Tampa Bay can come in there and get this money. You know what I'm saying?
Because Tampa Bay, their last couple games, they played some hard teams though. Like they just beat the Eagles, right? They beat the Panthers, left them scoreless. Panthers got a solid defense. They beat Jacksonville, which was an okay team, and they beat Green Bay.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, listen, if this number goes to 7.5,
Oh yeah,
then I know who to take.
jump.
But
Make the jump.
But if this number stays at 7, and it looks like, let me see what they have it at right now.
You think a 7? You got to take your chance
With the dog.
with the push.
Yeah, I like
you
the
got to.
dog. I like
You
the
got
dog
to.
in that. Let me see the NFL. Let's go right now.
Because that's 10.
It's 6. It's down to 6.5. It's down to 6.5.
And like he said, the Lions didn't look that great last week.
And Tampa didn't look that good.
Nah,
What's the
Tampa
over-under?
looked good. What are you talking about? Tampa looked good.
Tampa-
Tampa
What's the
looked good.
over-under in that game?
Tampa
49.
did look good. Tampa won.
49.
The fuck you
Tampa
talking
beat
about
the
Tampa
Eagles
being last?
32-9.
The fuck you talking about?
We knew the Eagles were bad.
No.
He said we
Come on,
No, they were
come on.
banged up. They were
Come
banged
on,
up.
come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Dude had the finger.
Still the
But
fucking
Tampa
Eagles.
looked good. Tampa did look good.
They put up 32 against the Eagles, bro. I mean, I'm not saying the Eagles is great, but come on, man. Nobody was talking.
And gave out.
See, y'all
9
get me
points.
hyped up on this shit, and I like this shit.
Then let's go.
Because nobody in this room, none of us, neither one of you motherfuckers, myself included, talked about Tampa Bay at all this year.
No.
We bet on them. We liked them as a betting team, and they covered for us throughout the year, them in New Orleans. But we didn't talk about them going this far in the playoffs. To be honest
No.
with you, I didn't know they were even going to be in the playoffs.
No, but we did like them as a solid team. We didn't know if they was going to do all this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, we
Beat the
definitely.
Eagles and then come.
We
You know what
definitely
I'm
didn't.
saying?
We definitely didn't know that. We definitely didn't know that. That was.
But our smart money has been on them though a few times this season.
Listen, if it stays at 7, I'm taking the dog. I'm telling you now, I'm taking the dog. I mean, it's 6.5. But you know how that is. They go to 6.5, and then right before game time on Sunday, 12 p.m., boom, it goes up 7.5. And everybody's on the Buccaneers, and you're going, fuck them. What just happened? So you're like, all right, there it is. Now let's talk to the best game of the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get to the best game. We got 5 minutes for the best game of the weekend.
Yeah, there used to be, real quick, there was a good commentator on Monday Night Football named Don Meredith.
Yeah.
This is what I got to say about Tampa Bay. Turn out the lights, the party's over. Remember, he used to sing that at the end of the game. The party's over.
I don't know, man. Tampa Bay trying to run up a bag on these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Tampa Bay.
I don't know, man. Tampa looking tough.
They might cover.
If they can get the golf, he's trash.
Listen, there's a difference of winning. There's a difference of covering and not winning. You know, so
yeah.
But yeah.
I just don't see.
What's the last game, Larry?
Chiefs and Bills.
That's
Bills
good.
-3 total was 44.5, 45.5.
Party at Larry's house for that game.
20-degree weather. It'd be 20 degree at the start of that game, and both teams are used to it. And it's outdoor. It's gonna be a magnificent game. I can't wait for this one. This is gonna be the one. Get your popcorn ready, ladies and gentlemen, because this is gonna be a gridiron classic right here. And you know we like the boy Patty Mahomes. You know, they're used to winning. I don't know what's up with Josh Allen. I don't know where his head is. The Bills have been hot garbage this year, but they did win a couple at the end to give them a 11-6 record or 10-6, whatever, coming into the playoffs. So we don't really know exactly where he's at, because he threw hella picks too. Dino, he's got 18 interceptions on the year. 29 tug, 18 interceptions. Patty Mahomes got 14. The Bills have won. Let me get my number correct right here. Let me see. The Bills have won 5 games in a row. So Larry, are they hot? Are you counting
Listen,
that hot?
I told you guys. I think the Bills are going to win the fucking Super Bowl. I'm going to go on a limb right now and just say it. I think the Bills might sneak. Let me stop that. I ain't gonna say that shit. Because every time I say that about the Bills, they leave pee stains on the fucking. They leave pee stains. They leave it on there. I'm telling you. No, listen. I'm telling y'all right now. This is what I feel. I believe the Bills can go ahead and win this thing. The Bills can sneak in there and win it. And what I was gonna ask you guys is, what color is the logo for the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, right. That's what everybody's saying.
You said
right?
red and purple, right?
They say it's red and purple, but is it red and blue or red and purple? It's red and purple? I'm trying to think, do the Bills got any purple in there?
Man, the Bills missing Tre'Davious
I'm
White.
putting my pick in right now for a game. I'm putting it on the thing.
The Bills are missing a lot of people. The Bills are missing a lot of people in defense. Key players, cornerback, Tre'Davious White, linebacker. And then you guys also know, you guys remember that in the 2021 season AFC divisional round game, the Bills fans, they called it 13 seconds is when Mahomes marched back down the field.
I put the wrong team.
Listen,
in the overtime possession and won the game.
I think. Hold on. Let me look at these. Let me look at these numbers real quick, because I think if I had to guess, listen, I think the Bills are going to win this game. I think the NFL, a lot of the money is going to be on the Buffalo. I just think. I think the Buffalo gets the win and gets Kansas City out of there. Kansas City's got too many distractions. They got too many things going on. You guys are all over there riding.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah, well, that's what you guys say. That's what I don't think it's.
Taylor Swift ain't doing nothing with nothing.
I don't think that you guys said the other day that he was fucking around.
No, Dino said he's trying to, every time Travis Kelce does something, they're going up to her in the skybox like, oh, Taylor
You
Swift.
said he was dropping passes and shit.
He was dropping passes.
He does that from time to time, though. You know that. He's dropped passes in big games before. But guess what? He comes back the next game and he gives you a all-out motherfucker performance.
But if he doesn't do anything else, I'm not sure if they double team him or not. But he has all eyes on him.
They're going to double team. Their starting middle linebacker Milano's out. Their starting cornerback Tre'Davious is out. Those are their biggest defensive players.
Well, I'm just saying, no matter what happens, there's a lot of, people are always looking for Kelsey on the field. So even if he doesn't make a fucking catch, there's a lot of attention surrounding him. And then that little guy, Pacheco or whatever the fuck his name is, he be balling out too, the little youngster, the little speedster.
The other tight end?
Well, he's not a tight end. He's a receiver or a running back. Pacheco or...
Yeah, the running back.
Yeah, the running back. Yeah, he be balling. He catch the ball out outfield. Listen, I'm just telling y'all now. I'm going to go ahead and say this much. I'll say this much. I'm going to go ahead and say I think the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. And if the Ravens don't win the Super Bowl, I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills are going to win the Super Bowl.
And I'm going to say this. I'm going to just stick with the Ravens going to win the Super Bowl because once the Niners are out, that big threat is out of there, and they just have to get through the Chiefs.
But you tell them you don't think Buffalo can beat Baltimore?
No. They'll run in there on Josh Allen with them slow feet and knock his helmet off. And he throws a lot of interceptions. And they press to the quarterback. That would be a bad matchup for him. Double digs and get in there on that blitz.
I don't know, man. I think those two.
The Chiefs will be a harder matchup because Mahomes get it out quick and he'll throw those are my two. Those are my two. I think the Chiefs turn out the lights. The party's over. I don't know. They put a big dog out already. They put out them boys already.
Who?
Dolphins.
The Dolphins? What you talking about?
When they smashed on them, the Chiefs, when they just smashed on the Dolphins.
No, come on, y'all.
26-7.
Listen, y'all talked about the Dolphins all year long, and who did they beat? They beat Denver. They beat the Denver Broncos.
So you bet them when they play bad teams.
They beat the Cowboys.
You bet against them when they play good teams.
When they play good teams, they got their ass spanked.
So that's a good betting.
They played the Ravens and got ran through there. They got a train ran on them.
And we gave out the Ravens.
Yeah, by Pat Mahomes and them.
Listen, Pat Mahomes and them is going to come play. We know that. It's the reason why it's a 3-point game. All I'm telling you is this is going to be a great money line play for the Bills. I'm giving out my shit now. So because you know what? Listen.
Well, the favorite.
I want all this shit to come up.
Well, lay the 3 then.
I want Malik, when this is all said and done, we're going to go back and we're going to edit this footage when it gets down to like the championship week. And I'm going to be right there with my 2 teams.
Hey, Malik, well, tell them don't go money line with the favorite. Lay the 3.
Well, it depends on what you get.
Well, it's going between 2.5 and 3 right now.
Lay the 3 then if you go. Hey.
It's between 2.5 and 3. Some places have 3, some places have 3.
Hey, what I've been saying all season in football, 3 is the hardest number to cover.
So South Point says.
And how has that fared?
South Point director says that they've been taking sharp money on Buffalo 2.5, but as soon as Kansas goes to +3, the sharp money.
I don't want to hear that South Point because they took me down on my parlays when I was struggling for a $200 8-teamer. I don't want to hear nothing about with the South Point because they don't keep it real.
If you're going to take the Bills at 2.5, you're going to take.
They told me I could only bet $50 8-teamers after that, ladies and gentlemen. They took my betting down, so I had to go elsewhere, man. Back to the Superbook.
Yeah, this is going to be some really interesting games. So let's do this real quick. Let's do an instant real quick, and we'll wrap this up. Really quick. First off the top of your head, I'm going to say the name.
You don't give a play out.
Yep.
I'm going to say the name, and you just tell me what side, right?
Are you going to say the points?
I'm going to say the points, too.
Okay.
Right now, Ravens -9.5 versus the Texans.
Ravens.
Packers, 49ers -9.5 versus the Packers.
49ers.
Packers.
You said the 49ers?
Yep.
Packers.
You said the Packers. Lions -6.5 versus the Buccaneers.
Lions.
Buccaneers +6.5.
What? I'm curious as to know why you went there. Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I follow my man. I follow my best bet, my partner, best bet of the week.
All right. And then the Bills -2.5 right now.
Bills money line.
-145.
I'll take it.
What you like on that game?
Chiefs. Money line.
Listen, you want to be a good bettor? You take the Bills money line and the Chiefs at 3.5. You can be done. I've done that.
Yeah.
We've all done that.
You can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't
Super
do that
Bowl
though.
Some shit, yeah.
This line opened at 2.5. What do you have to open the line for Buffalo? What do you guys have?
2.5 to 3.
For the opening.
What you got, B?
2.5.
I have 2.5 -120.
See, I got
And then 3 is even. Now it's 3 and it's even. Plus 3 is 120.
Well, Westgate is offering minus 105 on the games now. I don't
Or
know.
which way?
Either way, it's minus 105. If
For
you
both
take-
sides?
If you take the spread, yeah. So if you take the spread at minus 3, it's 105. If you take the plus 3, it's minus 105.
That's just on this game?
On a couple games this weekend.
Okay, so they're
They're trying to get people in there.
yeah, they're trying to bring the juice
Right.
down.
They used to, back in the day, used to have no vig Thursdays. So if you went and bet a football game on a Thursday,
That was great.
remember that? It was
even.
It was even. They had
I
no
remember
vig,
that.
no vig Thursdays, it was called.
I remember that even.
I
Like,
don't know if there
where
was
did
a
that
limit.
go?
Well, new owners. That's when the Hilton owned it. But now that one guy Siegel owns it. So
I like this. Make sure you tune into the Patreon because it's going down tomorrow with the Texans and Ravens, Packers and Niners, and
we'll have Larry. We'll have live on.
We
the
have plays.
Right? Larry have posting live on there.
Yeah.
we have plays. Possibility of prop bets also in that with the playoffs.
Prop bets.
There will also be NBA plays if we see any fit. That's at any time. So
Or we just save our money for the football. Have
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
save the money up for the football?
but just always check into the Patreon, especially if you're a subscriber, because plays will be going up quick. So you have
Correct.
to
I'm gonna take
stay
it.
tuned.
I'm gonna take.
Keep your notifications on.
I'm saving my bankroll for the NFL. I'm not gonna bet any basketball or hockey until the NFL.
So the funny, I'm going to NBA real quick. T.J. McConnell, do you guys know who that is?
Yeah.
He played for Indiana. He plays for the Pacers. He started tonight. 20 points, 10 assists at a double-double. Balled out. But that's what I'm saying. These players, it doesn't matter. When you guys tell me that someone's out, I don't give a fuck who's out. If the number tells me who's out, and if the number don't move, then that's what it is. You telling me Halliburton was only plus 8?
Yeah.
Worth 8 points? Come on, man. Like,
Yeah. So we don't care who's out. All them other sports bettors, they're out. Top bet plays, we're in. That's all that matters.
yeah, we don't care. Well, listen, we hope you guys have a great weekend. We're trying to get back on track over here at Top Bet Plays. Thank you for all the new subscribers. We really appreciate you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and kick it off to B, and we're going to get out of here, bro.
Alert, alert. This is our NFL divisional round preview show. Tomorrow, it all begins. So make sure you're aware and you have all the plays from me, Lucky Larry, and Dino Dollars. And ladies and gentlemen, thanks for staying tuned. And we'll get out of here, and we'll leave with our motto. And believe this and trust in this. Don't bet with your heart, bet with your mind. And we'll see you at the window.
Yeah, yeah.